A few weeks ago, we shared this video from Muskegon Township. Cars speeding past school bus stop signs, creating a dangerous situation for students. New cameras from Orchard View Schools clearly capturing the car involved. Well, the Muskegon Township Police Chief now says in addition to issuing citations, he'll have officers following school buses in areas where many of those violations have occurred. So it's not an uncommon sight, unfortunately, for other areas here in West Michigan. Michigan State Police data now showing the number of drivers ignoring that big red stop sign with flashing lights. It's on the rise.
So this week, law enforcement's cracking down on drivers in many areas, looking for those who are ignoring school bus stops. We've got Matt Wakehouse filling in on the morning show this week, live from Hudsonville this morning, with a look at Operation Safe Stop. Good morning.
Good morning, Janice and Elliot. Yes, Operation Safe Stop is part of an ongoing law enforcement operation throughout the state. Here in West Michigan, we have Allegan, Kalamazoo, and Ottawa County all are participating in this operation. All the kids here at Hudsonville High School have been dropped off, but Ottawa County Sheriff Sergeant Jake McKellar knows firsthand just exactly why this is so important.
Yeah, so each school district in Ottawa County, I mean, you're talking thousands of students per district that are being given rides or eligible for transportation each day. So the importance is getting these kids to school safe, making sure that their rides are safe and that we're not having crashes occurring at their bus stops.
And so tell me a little bit about what is Operation Safe Stop.
Yeah, so Operation Safe Stop is a campaign that gets Michigan operated law enforcement agencies out in showing enforcement action taken for school bus violations, illegally passing of school buses during their stops.
And I know last half hour you told us a little bit about this kind of an issue is on the rise. What are the numbers that you're seeing out there?
Yeah, so 23 to 24, it was a 6% rise. There was 988 traffic crashes at school bus or school bus involved traffic crashes, which raised to a little over 1,000. So it was a 6% raise. Last year, there were 54 crashes at school bus stops. So that was while school buses were stopped, getting kids on or off. Their lights were activated and their stop arms were activated. So 54 crashes occurred at buses or at stops during that.
And what goes through your mind? I know you were mentioning to me you live and were raised here in Ottawa County. You also participate in these kind of like traffic stops. What goes through your mind when you see one of these drivers pass by a bus?
It's avoidable. We know that if you see a flashing yellow light, prepare yourself to stop. When it's a red light, you're stopped waiting for that bus, whether it pulls over or continues on, and then you go. We just need people to slow down and pay attention to what's going on.
And on a day like today, it's raining, it's the pavements are wet. When you see a driver just speeding by on these kind of conditions, what goes to your mind?
Yeah, so when it's raining, especially with the leaves falling and stuff like that, like your stop distance greatly increases in the ability for your vehicle to be able to stop. So we need people to slow down, be aware of what's going on, and be aware of your bus stops in the area.
I know they got those yellow lights that flash it like, hey, let's stop right now. So, right. So
right.
Thank you so much, Jake, much for this. Yeah, so all the kids have been dropped off here at Hudsonville High School, but obviously they still need to go home tonight. So when you're out on the roads driving by, make sure you take that extra bit of time and stop when you see those yellow lights. And once it's red, obviously stop, because these kids need to get off the bus very safely. And if you don't do that, you could face up to $100 to $500 in fines. Janice, Elliot.